Hello everybody and welcome to tonight's stream. We're doing something a little bit different tonight, I guess. I don't do too many sports games on this here channel, but one thing that is kind of a secret love of mine is Football Manager. A lot of people don't really realize that I love Football Manager as much as I do, but the last three Football Manager titles that were released on Switch, and they're not the full Football Manager, they're the Football Manager Touch series, which also get released on mobile and stuff. But yeah, the last three Football Managers that got released on Switch are three of my top 10 or 15 played games on the console. Every time one of these comes out, it's always around Christmas time, I get fully stuck into them, like really, really, really engaged with them, and I do love them. So yeah, that is why I'm playing this one. It got released a couple of days ago, only a couple of days ago, and I have been playing it a lot since. There was one morning, I think the day after I downloaded it, I ended up watching it until, playing it, sorry, until about 3 o'clock in the morning. So I've got a lot of other things on at the moment, a lot of other games to review and whatever, but every time Football Manager comes out, it just has this way of absorbing my time. So that is what we are playing today. And as you will see, looking at this here, this is the kind of the main screen that you see pop up when you start to play. And you will see I'm playing as a team called Kidderminster. I think it's Kidderminster. This is a team from the Venerama National League North. That is the 6th level of English professional football. For people who aren't that familiar with English professional football, I always do that with Football Manager. I always go to the absolute bottom rung possible and pick a team that I want to try to get all the way to the top, to the Premier League if I can. I have been successful doing that, I think, once in my entire time of playing these games, but it is an enjoyable process. I guess the other thing I want to quickly mention is I would be playing the J League if it was there, but for whatever reason, they've never been able to get the J League license. There's like 50 different countries around the world that is represented in this thing, and multiple divisions within most of those countries. But for whatever reason, they have never managed to get the J League in, which is unfortunate because my football team is Kawasaki Frontale, and they are an excellent team. A couple of times they've popped up as the Asia team, as one of the Asian teams in the kind of the Asia Pacific competition Champions League, but you've never been able to actually pick them to play, which has always been unfortunate. I hope one day I get a chance to play as Kawasaki in a Football Manager game. Anyway, so we'll jump into it. This is going to be a very slow-paced video today because there's not much action in Football Manager. If you played any of them, you'd know that they're kind of glorified spreadsheet simulators, but that's okay. You'll see a little cursor move around. So this game, because this is on the Switch, you can play it in a couple of different ways. There are a couple of different input options. You can play using a virtual mouse pointer, which is the way I'm doing right now, or you can exit out of that and then play via this kind of selection, this kind of in-game interface cursor thing. I don't particularly care for this, to be honest. It's a little bit clunky for me, so I prefer to play with the mouse pointer. If you're playing it in handheld mode, you can, of course, use the touch screen as well, which is convenient. Generally, the way I play is a combination of this mouse cursor and the touch screen, but since I'm playing it on the TV right now, I don't have the touch screen available to me. So, last thing before we actually get into the game itself and start chatting Football Manager, and see how we go with some games and stuff. I have played 5 matches with this team since I started. I'm in a pretty good position. As you can see down here, Kidderminster has played 5 matches and got a goal difference of +5, and we're currently ranked 6th on the table. You can see up here in this little thing. Actually, I'll pull up the whole league table so you can see that. You can see I'm actually in a pretty good position. There are 22 teams, and currently my team is 6th. So far, we're in a pretty good spot. But unfortunately, some of my key players are out on international duty right now, and a couple of other key players are out injured. And because this is the 6th level of the league, there isn't too much in reserve. I haven't got backups here. So I'm actually pulling on my reserves and my young youth team to fill the gaps at the moment, which is not doing great for my performance on the field. But so far, I have been able to hold it together. Right, so now going back to here. If I exit back out, there we go. So yeah, we've got 6 days here till the next match, and that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to scroll through, and it's going to scroll through a number of data sets, which you can always stop and pause and look into if you want to, but there's not much here that I really need to share at this stage. So the under-23 team, my under-23's got a draw in their match, which is good. The under-23s is kind of my weakness in terms of this team's group. The reserves squad's quite strong, but the under-23s are quite weak. I don't have many good players coming through there. The reserves also got a draw, but again, they're a stronger group. That's where I'm getting my spare players when I've got injured players out. So, and this is a scouting report for the next team I've got to play. All right, scrolling forwards. So 5 more days, we'll actually get into the match. Oh, nope, not quite yet. So the draw for the FA Cup, second qualifying round. So let's have a look at the draw. Let's see who we're up against. Draw all teams. Where are we? So the FA Cup is another competition that you participate in through the game. Again, for people who don't know football, then don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. It's the minor competition, but for these kind of minnow teams, it's actually an opportunity to get some good matches in and some cash. So we're up against a team called Chestnut, which I have absolutely no idea about. They're semi-professional. They're probably in the league below, so you can't actually pick them to play, but they're represented in the game because they participate in the FA Cup. Okie dokie. So we've got to play against Chestnut. That should be an easy win for us. Okay, so, oh dear. One of my key players just got himself injured. I am suffering injury problems in the extreme in this competition. Really, really struggling with injury problems. So, Cameron is one of my important backs, but I need to... He's going to be out for, 5 to 6 months he's going to be out for if I leave him to the physio. Or I can spend some cash and send him to a specialist, which will speed things up a bit. I think I'm going to have to do that. I do. I'm going to send him to a specialist. Send to specialist. Yep. Alright, so he'll be out for 4 to 5 months. Cost me a bit of cash, but hopefully he bounces back good and healthy. So that'll be another gap I need to fill in the next round, in the next match, which is going to be a tough one because this team is ranked 9th. No more injuries, please. Okay, so because of my last performance, 2 of my players actually got named in the competition team of the week, which is nice. Means that I'm doing a good job. So Max Mullen Freeman has today turned professional. Good on him. Okay, good on him. So, yeah, he is now available for me as a full member of the squad. One of my key players actually is an international for Albania, and he's overseas at the moment, participating in a draw, which is good. Oh, here we go. Sam Downs has turned 17 today, can be given a professional contract. I recommend against giving Downs a professional contract at this stage, so my backup coach is suggesting I don't. But he is a midfielder. I've got a little bit of cash spare, which you wouldn't have seen because that all happened off screen before I started to play today. I'm going to give him a go, I think. Let's give him a contract. He won't cost me much. Yeah, see, he's not going to cost me much, so... I don't want to offer him that much if I can help it. Go away. Some of the interface things here are a little bit clumsy. Yep, that's the most. I want to give him a minimum contract because he's not recommended. Ah, come on. Give him nothing. There we go. Let's give him a loyalty bonus of £50. Not exactly much, but he's a youth, he can handle it. That's what I'll offer him. Finalise the deal. Hello, Diddy Ram. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you on. Give all these athletes concussions and lifelong health issues, and then drop them like a rock. Yep. Professional football, man. It's an exciting place. And now we head to talks. See if he joins us. All right. So 2 more days and the big match starts. So how you been, Diddy? Been playing lots of good games? Oops. Okay, so we get a little news report. We do have apparently the slight advantage because we're playing at home, but those news reports never mean anything. Usually when they say you've got an advantage, it means that you're actually pretty much guaranteed going to lose. Not really, but the media gets it wrong often in Football Manager. So there we go. 2 of these players are out. Can't use them. Can't rely on them. Those are both key players in my team too. I'm in a lot of trouble. Lot of trouble with my team. So if I go to team selection, see Cameron's out. I can quick pick, so the assistant coach will fill the spot. And that is it. And oh, cool. So my international player's back. I won't be able to use him right now because he's recovering, but he's a key back player, which is excellent. Sterling James is a key forward, so both my internationals are back. That'll help, but the back line's a bit weak. Who's White? Oh, he's another forward, midfielder forward. So I'm just going to have to go into this match with 1 fewer player, I think. I'll have to drop him. How do I drop him? Can I drop him out of the squad? Remove from position. There we go. There we go. So, yeah. I really haven't got much to go on here. I'm just going to have to hope these players hold it together for their match. I have only selected 4 substitutes from a possible 5. I know that. I am well aware of that, Football Manager. Thank you for letting me know. This is what happens when you're an impoverished team with no money. Okay, so it takes a moment or 2 to load, but then you actually get to watch some of the match, which is nice. You get to watch some football. Now, as anybody who's played a Football Manager knows, you don't actually control the on-screen action. You kind of only watch it. You can actually you can issue commands from the sideline because you are playing as the coach, but you actually can't, you don't control the game. It's not FIFA we're playing here. We are not playing FIFA. Okay. So, kick off. Let's do it. And off we go. So, the highlights will show you a kind of 3D thing, but during the normal running of the game, it just kind of shows you all these data points. And coaches' suggestions pop up. We'll do that. Follow that. So, coach suggests that I just mark this player better, basically. So, yeah, we just kind of watch this go, but when it gets close to a goal or a close chance, we'll actually watch some 3D action. If it happens, of course. It could be a very boring match and nothing happens, in which case we just sit here staring at this the whole match. We'll see. We will see. Oh, here we go. There we go. I told you there would be highlights. Oh, that was a good attempt at a header. Now they've got the counter-attack. Now I'm in trouble. I'm the red team there, you see. Uh-oh. He's run the whole field. Oh, and then he can't kick. He can't kick. Thank goodness. He can't kick. Good counter-attack there, but they didn't get away with it. That was close. So yeah, they do have the edge on me so far. They've taken 7 shots to my 2, and they're definitely controlling the possession. So that's not good. Hopefully I get a counter-attack back. No, I just picked up a yellow card. That doesn't help. Oh, he's got a break. He's got a break. Go, go, go. Oh, too slow. Need to work on his fitness in training. Go, Casey. Yes! Ashley Hemmings nailed it for me. So now I'm ahead. Ha! Take that. Okay, so you get to watch a nice little replay there of the goal. And now I am in a commanding position, and we're just about to go to half-time. Alright, so now in half-time, things have not gone completely my way. I've got 2 yellow cards here, which is not very good discipline from my team. Not doing their thing, right? And a couple of my players are quite tired. Already half their energy gone, and it does accelerate further the energy loss in the second half. So we're going to have some very tired players on their feet by the end of this. Hopefully they can hold it together. What I might do is just turn things down a little bit. You got all these different commands here, you see. We'll slightly lower the tempo a bit further, just to conserve some energy in my players. And we will otherwise leave the settings because they are working for us. But we'll just calm things down a little bit. Alright, back into the second half. Here we go. Now, of course, the risk is that they might take advantage of the fact that I'm playing a bit more passively to go on the attack, but it's a risk I have to take at this stage. I'm ahead. I just have to hope the defensive squad is up to the task. Some good passing there. Oh, he's got a break. He's going to do a good cross here. Come on, give us a good cross. Oh, no, he doesn't. Some nice, neat football in. Oh, just missed it on the finish. That wasn't a bad effort. Some good teamwork there. Okay, so... Uh-oh. Oh, thank goodness he missed it. Missed the header. Screwed it up completely. Alright, so now we're 60 minutes in. Time for our first substitution. As you can see, Mr. Martin here is not in a good way. He's very tired. So we shall give him a break. How do I do that? How do I do that? Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. Oh, there we go. Alright, so that's up. So Mr. Martin here. Luckily, I do have a strong midfielder here. He's pretty strong in the midfield. Is Omari Sterling James. He's a more natural goal kicker. Oh, come on, I didn't mean to do that. Stop it. Okay, I'll bring Miss Laura White. He's actually probably a bit better for stepping in on that role. Yeah, he is. Alright, so I'll bring him in instead, actually. So we just drag him in. And he takes the spot. And we confirm sub. And, oh, there's also some coaching advice there, so we'll do that as well. And away we go. Let's see if we can hold it together for the rest of the match. Only got to do another 20 minutes or so in game. Okay. We need to do another sub. Oh, stop doing that. Press the right button. See, Hemmings is really tired now, so we'll need to bring in Sterling James into that role, which he can do. He's comfortable enough with that. And confirm that sub. If I can get away with a draw here, I'll actually be very happy, because that was a strong team I was up against, and my team is actually quite weakened, as we saw. So if I can hold this together and get a draw out of it, keep them to 1 goal in return in the last couple of 15 minutes or so, I will be very happy. Very happy. They're going to score. I guarantee you they're going to get a goal here. Told you. I played enough Football Manager. I know when something's coming. I know. But like I said, I just want to hold them to a draw here. I'll just handle that. I will cope. I always skip past the opponents getting the goals. I don't like to watch them on replay. So I've got 5 more minutes to go. I'll bring in some fresh-ish legs into the back line. He's actually my highest rated defensive player anyway, so even if he's a bit tired, he will bolster things back there. And now I just need to hope against hope, that 5 minutes of extra time. That's not what I needed. 5 minutes you can score from. 4, 5, yes. I got out of it with a draw. I'm happy about that. I'm very happy about that. And we continue. So, as a result of that, my placing in the competition didn't drop critically. I kept in the top tier, so that's the finalists. I mean, it's a long way to go till we get to the finals, but the blue there is the finalists. And we stay in contention, good solid contention, in the top half of things. I don't know why I keep this... Apologies if anybody is actually watching this live and they're having things cut out on them, because YouTube says that there's things cutting out, and I don't know. I don't know if it is or not. Seems to be working for me, but when I'm on YouTube, but something about YouTube gaming is just all kinds of messed up at the moment. Anyway, moving on. So, oh good, the opponent had a injury, not me. Not me. Oh, actually no, I did get an injury. My goal scorer from the last match just pulled his groin. He's out for 2 to 4 days. Not such a big deal, I guess. He'll be recovered in time for the next match. Excuse me. He'll be recovered in the time for the next match, I think. Yeah, 7 days for the next match. That's fine. I've got a B- rating at the moment for my captaincy, so I guess that means I'm doing the right thing. Oh, okay, so the next match is actually Chestnut, which is that FA Cup team that I'm up against. So that's fine. I will take that at the moment if I only have to play them. So you look at my schedule here. Yeah. So if I don't have to... There's quite a big gap between those ones too, so I can field a pretty strong team, I think. Taking on Chestnut. But it might be a good idea just to bring a couple of youth players in. If I bring a couple of youth players into the squad, give them a run against this Chestnut. See, he's got a lot of potential there. He's a back. I will bring him in, actually. So I'm going to move him to the senior squad. And I'm going to move this guy here, Lizzie Moore. He's a midfielder, young gun. I'll move him into the senior squad. I'll give a couple of the young players a run in this match against Chestnut, because I should win it. In theory, I should win it. I think... Owen Brevet, I think he's also a striker, so I'll give him a run as well. I'll give those 3 guys a go. And then drop them back down to reserves for the next important match in the cup, in the tournament itself. The Venorama Cup or whatever it's called. Sam Downs has turned professional. Fine. Look at all these injured. Look at all these players I've got that are injured. It's just ridiculous. And they're all long-term injuries, like Cameron here. Important player, 3 to 4 months. Cliff Moyo, he's actually an important player. He's been out since the start of the thing because he's been out for 5 to 6 months. Niall Bell should be back fairly soon. 6 to 12 days. He's an important player as well. And Joseph Fuchs shouldn't be too much longer. Yeah, 5 more weeks potentially if he's good. He's actually started to train again, but he's not match ready yet. So the reserves lost, but that's because I gutted them to fill out my senior squad, so the good players were all unavailable for their match this time around. All right, moving on. Chestnut is 1 day away. Here we go. Let's see how we go. Part-timers are slight underdogs. Only slight underdogs. Fine. So we'll need to do well here. Oh, Niall Bell actually did pass. He did pass his fitness test, so he can play, but recommended for a maximum of 60 minutes. I might give him a rest this time and then use him for the next match, I think. Anyway, we'll get to fill out our squad in a second. Here we go. Morgan Smith has been red carded off. Must have been from last year because it didn't happen under my watch. Alright, so there's our squad. And I'm going to give Owen Brevet an actual go. That's my goal, was to give the young guys a go. So in he goes. He can have a run. I may well lose now because I've gone and done this, but it's worth the risk, you know. It is worth the risk to give them a go. You need to develop young players for the next round or the next year when some of your good ones leave. Look at that 36-year-old. He's not around for much longer. Was it Dutton? Yeah, Dutton was the young guy. So I'll give him a run. He can sit here. And Lissimore was the other one, wasn't it? Yeah. So I'll put him in there. Because he's a midfielder, I think. He is a midfielder. Alright. So that's my team. Oh, and I'll give the backup goalie a run because the backup goalie never gets a run otherwise, and you need to keep him happy. Players do get upset if you don't give them a run. You've got a lot of things to manage in Football Manager, and players do get very upset if you don't give them a run. Alright, so we play. Let's see how we go. With this deliberately weakened team against Chestnut. Yeah, little social media posts here, which is always fun. But the funny thing is, it's like, they're all polite. And we all know that social media is not like that at all. If it was actual social media, they would not be so polite in how they analyse your team's potential against their opponents and stuff. Although I think 4 tweets from a team this low down in the competition order is probably a little bit generous as well. Might get 1 or 2 tweets. Alright, so here we go. We're away. Once again, we're the team in red. And it would be yellow, I think, is the Chestnut. That makes sense. Chestnut, yellow. Come on, guys. Don't take it too easy. Okay, so it's going to be a very slow match today. Ah, here we go. Finally, something's happened. Oh, here we go. I got a penalty. That's a tough kick, but Dutton's up for it, I reckon. Come on, Dutton. Oh, actually, didn't do too badly. Curved it nicely. And the momentum is starting to go our way. We've now had 4 shots to... No, they've had 4 shots to our 2. Wow. They're actually dominating us. Maybe it was a risk to... It was the wrong idea to put the young people in. We'll see. We will see. And at the end of half, 5 shots apiece, and we were slightly ahead on the XG there. All the stuff there. That's an important stat. Keep an eye on that one. We started off slow, but we've picked things up here. Alright, so moving on, back second half. Oh, we've got a highlight straight away. Straight off kickoff. Here we go. Come on. Come on, team. Oh, nice pass there to Sterling James. On to Dutton. Oh, White. Oh, off the post. So close. Off the post. Inches. It's a game of inches. Here's a football. Work ball into the box. Looks like we're taking the wrong... Okay. Dutton takes the kick again. Oh, yes. Oh, he's offside. Oh, no, he wasn't. He was onside. Good job, Penny. Good job. Now, in this case, because we have got reserves in play, I'm not going to go too conservative just yet. If we can get another goal ahead, then that would be good. So I'm going to keep the pressure on as much as possible. What I will do, though, is bring in somebody for Austin. Maybe Hemmings, right? He likes playing on both sides. Yeah. Hemmings is the guy to bring in. So he's going to replace Austin on the wing there. And so actually the goal kicker was Penny is in the back. He's one of our backs. So the attack hasn't been working so well, but the defensive team squad has been lifting their socks. Okay. What's this? Yep. Okay, I need to take Penny off now, unfortunately. He's tired. So let's bring Lowe in. Valuable sub to have. 30-year-old defensive person, or whatever, 35, I think he was. Very valuable defence backup reserve for a squad like this. Well, that experience matters for a lot. Alright. So, with 5 more minutes left, what I'm going to do is bring in a striker, I think. I'm going to take the risk, give Brevet a break, since he had his run as a young guy. It'd be good to have somebody with fresh legs up the front, just in case there's one more goal-kicking opportunity towards the end of the match. These are the things I think about while I play Football Manager. I'm always talking to myself while I play these games, actually. I'm constantly swearing at myself too. Stupid decisions and things. Come on, Simpson, just play it out. Alright, let's see how we go. I yell at my players too. One of the things that I love about Football Manager, and not a lot of people think about this because they think of it as a spreadsheet simulator, right? But Football Manager is this incredible narrative storytelling thing. You really come to care about every single player in your team and their injuries and their successes and their form slumps and everything like that. It's just a narrative thing. It's emergent narrative, as they like to say. Oh, he took a kick at that. That was worth the effort. But yeah, you really do care about your players and your teams and their performance. Oh, excellent. Another goal from the back. Oh, was it offline? It was offside. Yeah, he was offside. Good job, international player. Thanks a lot for that. That's right. Looks like we're putting a lot of pressure on the other side. All the opportunities are coming our way. Oh, that was close. All the play seems to be happening down their end of the field right now. And I've got 15 shots to 6, so I think I'm pretty safe. Should win this one, even if I don't get another goal. And I did. I picked it up. First time he was offside, second time he did not miss. That's my Albanian player. Might not be the world's centre of football, Albania, but in the context of the 6th division of the English League, That's an international you want to have on your side. Are we going to get one back, are we? Probably. They'll get one back now. Oh, no. It's still in play. That was a brave kick. Needed to do it, though. 2 more minutes and we have won the match. Got through the first round of the FA Cup, which was my start of season goal. So at the start of each season, they give you all these goals. The ownership of the club, they tell you you've got to hit these KPIs. And my KPI for the FA Cup was to get through that round. So it looks like I have done my job, and they will not fire me for that anyway. Awaiting media reaction. Well, they should be happy. Okie dokie. So let's have a look at how things went. There's the summary. Yep. It was all good. We just dominated, really. And of course, we're meant to be happy about that. And because we won that match, we got $3,370 cash. We got a bonus, which is why I said we need to. Those wins are worth it. At that level, 3.37 is actually quite a bit of money, since we're only paying our athletes £100 for a match or a week. Dutton, the fullback, got 2 assists, and look at that rating, 9.5. Oh, he's the young guy too. See, give the young guys a run. Sometimes they they prove themselves for you. Player of the match. Good job there, Dutton. That being said, they're all going back to the reserves now, I think. Especially now that I've got some injured players coming back online. Yeah. Young guys need to go back. Who are they? Dutton. Yeah. So he can go back to the reserve squad. Who was the other ones? Lizzie Moore. And Brevet, wasn't it? But they had their game. They'll disappear soon enough. Who are these players? Who's Caleb Richards? I don't know. That's the answer. Continuing on. Saving the game because we got the win there. Still only a B- rating, but they are pretty happy with you. What are they unhappy with? Just 2 of the results. They're unhappy with that draw I got at the start of tonight's match. I don't know why. The start of tonight's stream. Don't know why they're unhappy with that. I was quite happy with that performance. And they were unhappy about a loss that I had earlier on in the season. Whatever. So 6 more days and we're up against Flyde. Flyde is another very high level team within this competition. They're 5th at the moment, so that'll be a tough match. I will need my players, as many of them as possible, to be at the top of their game. Hopefully no more injuries. So they got a good goalkeeper, that's what they're saying. The scouting report tells me that my opponents have good goalie and that they do create a lot of scoring opportunities. But the goalie is not great at handling, so he might drop the ball for us. And the teamwork is not good. Teamwork is not good. Okay, that's good. Actually, that reminds me, where is my training center? At the moment, I'm focusing on being balanced. What I might shift focus on for a couple of weeks is defense. Try to have a strong defense in my team. At the moment, they're just a little bit patchy on defense. They let a couple of easy goals through before I started this string. Okay, so we get to view the draw. Who are we up against this time? Draw all teams. Where is us? There we are. We're up against a team called Royston. Royston is also one level down. That's lucky. We're up against another minnow, and even more minnow than our team. So that should be good for us. Gives us a good chance to make it through yet another round. Okay, so get to the matches. Oh, we did have a bit of a loss there. That's fine. A couple of my players from the reserves would have been tired from their match, so that's fine. I'm not upset about that. Here we go. So Niall Bell's back to full training, so he can get back out there and actually do things. Good. And Folks is still not quite ready. He's getting closer. Let's see how we go. I'll do a quick pick again. There we go. I don't want him. Why is he suspended still? I don't know why he's still suspended. I'll have to give him a break. I don't want him on the backup squad there. So, oops. Go away. Oh, come on. Sorry about that. Get off. How do I... whatever. Whatever, I'm just not going to use him. Everybody else is in goods. Actually, it's a pretty strong group I've got. I've got my international players back. And I've got a decent reserve here. Wasn't Simpson the reserve? Wasn't Emery like my main one? 3-star goalkeeper versus... Can't remember if it was Simpson or Emery that was actually my starting goalie. Oh no, it is him. He's the more experienced one. Let's go. Niall Bell's first match back. He in the friendlies leading up to the start of the season, he got like 3 hat-tricks from 3 matches. He's a gun at kicking goals apparently. Let's see how we go. So far, nothing really happening. 16 minutes, just the 2 goals. I've had 1 attempt at goal and it was on target, so that's a good sign. 2 on target now. Actually ahead. Here we go. First highlight of the match. Let's see what happens. The team does like to pass it around, which is good. Oh, see? He does like to kick the ball, does Bell. Straight away causing trouble. Oh, I've got a corner out of it too. That's nice. It's a fumble by the goalie. A real fumble by the goal, actually. Give me a free kick now. Oh well, I'll take. That was a good attack anyway. Break down to the defences bit by bit. Okay, so that might be... It's looking like a very quiet match. Only the 1 highlight so far, nearly into the first half. But another corner. Okay, Austin put it in for us. That was terrible. That was terrible, Austin. Not acceptable. But I do like when all the highlights are in the opponent's half, rather than mine. Oh, yes! Fremantle nailed it. from an assist from Austin. So that's Fremantle's 4th goal. First one tonight on the stream, but in the matches before I did the stream, he's been my key attack. And Austin's been great with getting the assists. So that's a good duo, those two. Right before the halftime bell, I have the first goal of the match. Take the lead. So far on stream, I've taken the lead in all 3 of the matches, which is nice. And as you can see from the little graph here, the XG graph, sorry, I am definitely dominating the match. I have a significant lead. Moving on. Okay. The only problem with Austin, as you can see from his health bar there, he actually gets tired very quickly. His fitness is not good. He's nearly exhausted already. I have to replace him again soon. I always have to replace good old Austin. That's probably part of the reason I tend to do better in the first half. He's one of my key players. He sets up plays like nothing. But, like nothing else on the team, he just doesn't hold it together. Uh-oh. This ain't looking good. Oh, good job, Carrington. Pass it on. Oh, no, give it away. I don't know which way this is going. It's going to looks like they're going to take the kick. Whether they get the goal or not, who knows. Oh, they missed. But that's what I like to see. Alright, I'll just pause and bring up my little tactical menu here. Give Austin a break. I'll bring... Oh, Sterling James is a good replacement anyway. Certainly he's got the stats behind him. Oh, he's not so good on that side of things. But anyway, he's still a key player. Absolute key player. Moving him in. Confirm sub. And away we go again. Okay, Sterling James, do your stuff. Oh, dude, we're on the right side of the field. Oh, that's a good pass. No, not good. Good. Fremantle again. Oh. Punch that as long as it wasn't offside. It's offside. Ah, Fremantle. A little bit enthusiastic. How much was he? Not even much. Just the thinnest of lines, but the ref caught it, so no goal for me, unfortunately. Back to it. Another corner. Come on, Sterling James. Punches it in. Not much came of that. Oh, ha! It was right to bring him in. And Bell gets his first one. His first match back since his long injury, and he immediately scores a goal. And bringing that sub on was a bit of inspired captaincy, was it not? Look at that. No other player would have reached that, but Sterling James is just fast. So there we go. I like when it all comes together like that. Now that I'm 2 goals up, now it's time to relax the pace a little bit. And I'm actually going to bring in another player too. Who have I got to work with? White. He's good in the midfield, right? He's more of an attacking midfielder. Nonetheless, he is... Oh, pressed the wrong thing again. Nonetheless, White is a fresh pair of legs. So I'll bring him in. He can give Montrose a break. Not that he's done much this match anyway. Confirm them changes. Unfortunately, I don't have a spare striker because it would be good to give Bell a break as it is his first match back. But I need him out there for the full 90 minutes. Let's just... Given that I'm playing cautiously, the ball probably won't get to Bell so much anymore anyway for the rest of the match. So I will deal with it. See, actually the assistant coach is recommending that I give Bell a break, but I'm not putting a defensive guy up the front. No, I'm going to save him. Give one of my backs a break. Okay, Time for my last substitution. Now, he's a centre defensive guy, yeah. My 36-year-old veteran. He can give Penny a breather. And we just have to now hold out for another 7 minutes in the game. Given that the opponent has to get 2 goals back, we should win this one. Another victory for me on stream. Feeling pretty good about doing this stream now. Looks like I'm a Football Manager pro. Given how much time I spend playing these bloody games, I should be. Alright, so we got that one nice and easy. That's a 2-goal win. And Simpson rightfully gets his 7.5 for having a goalless match. Continue. Oh, we were even... No, that's not us. I was going to say the 2-0 victory meant that we were the highlight of the competition for the week, but no, that wasn't. It was a different match. Anyway, main thing is we're now 3rd on the table. We've moved up to 3rd with a good goal difference. 7 goal difference is nice. We're only 1 point behind 2nd and 1st. Darlington's a tough one. Look at that. They haven't lost a match yet. Win 5. Oh no, they've lost 2 matches. They haven't drawn 1. 5 wins is still pretty good. Then if we scroll down to the bottom, Leamington and AFC Telford are the ones looking like they're going to get relegated right now. But we're beating the top teams. We just beat Flyde, wasn't it? So yeah, we're beating the top teams right now. We're not playing the weaker ones. And yep. So Mark Carrington actually pulled up as the player of the match for that one. See, my defensive line is actually doing pretty good tonight. They weren't so last time, but they're doing pretty good this time. Who are we up against next? Oh, next is Royston is the next FA Cup match. So I'm going to bring the young guys in again. Because I don't really mind if I get knocked out of the FA Cup. The longer the FA Cup goes on, the more exhausting it is for your team to be playing in 2 competitions at the same time. So I don't actually mind if I get knocked out of the FA Cup right now. But I am going to move some of my players back to the senior squad. Dutton, who did a great job for us last time. He gets a promotion for a match. Lizzie Moore can have a promotion for a match. And I'm still set on giving Brevet a chance to score a goal as a professional. So I'll move him up to the senior squad. And I think that's it. I don't think I want to give anybody else a run. Oh, Arrows he's got a lot of potential. Alex Arrowsmith, I think. He's got a lot of potential as well. Hot prospect. So I have agreed to give him playing time as part of his contract. So I better give him a run too. All right. See, if you're paying attention as you play along, I mean, there's so much data and stuff that you can read through. That's one of the things I love about it. I'm kind of rushing a little bit tonight because I don't want to show you too much boring spreadsheet stuff in a stream, but you can spend hours just kind of pouring through every little piece of data and stats and stuff. And that's what people who get really into Football Manager do, of course. They really work hard to tweak their teams and maximize their potential, and there's just all this great data to work with. You really do feel like you could run a team after you play this game a bit. So we're losing more matches as the under-23s. That's not surprising. Hopeless team. Never going to promote any of them. But see, the reserves got a good win there. Even with my B team, the good players are not actually even in the reserves right now. They're taking a break ahead of this match that's coming up. Okay, let's have a look. Look at all these emails I've got to go through. This is like my actual email box. I can't ignore them, unfortunately, which is what I do with my actual email, which is currently about 50,000 unread emails. I'm not even exaggerating there. Oh no! Sterling James got called up for the St Kitts team again. So he's going to be out for 2 matches. That's a pity. So here's my financial... Oh dear, I'm hemorrhaging money. That's maybe why I'm doing so well, because I'm actually losing money like crazy. I don't know why. I haven't done any transfers or anything. But the board's not unhappy. It says okay there, so... I think it's just I don't have any... Look at that. Piercing 1.5 in merchandise. Merchandising team needs to get a better job. Needs to get some... I don't know. Approach KFC or something. And I'm actually second. There we go. Look at that. I'm currently second as the manager of the month. Go me. People are recognizing my brilliance. I'm going to stick with the defensive training. Yeah. For now. For now. Oh no. My Albanian player also got called up. I'm losing my 2 internationals again. That's a pain when that happens. That's 2 key players that just disappear on me for a while. Well, my ratings are doing pretty well. They're not going to be happy when transfer season comes up, because I've dropped my transfer budget down to 0 to try to have a little bit more money for wages, and yeah, they're not going to be happy when they see what I'm doing with my transfers. My rating as a manager is going to drop, but I don't have a choice. I needed my players now. Okay. He's still not ready. Once he comes back, then it'll be a boost for my team. Okay. Oh, that's first. So that little bar there means that these 2 have been playing together enough now that they're actually getting a stat boost, because they're working in unison well. That's a nice thing to see. Eventually you want to get your whole team to have those everywhere. But that's the first one. And actually having that in the midfield is a nice win. I don't know where it went. It just disappeared on me. Okay. Is he still banned? What's he banned for? How long has he been banned for? Suspended for next match. He's like permanently suspended. Don't know why. But Dutton is getting a run. He's my young guy. Who was else? Lissimore. Oh, Lissimore's going in. Brevets. I'll give Fremantle a break. He's had too many matches in a row. Who was my other player that I... Oh, Emery gets to have a go at goalie again. Who was the other player that I brought in? I can't remember who now. Oh, Alex Arrowsmith, that's right. What is he? He's a centre, isn't he? No, he's a back. Okay, I'll give Penny a break. Ah, wrong player. That means my back is a very young group, but I need to do it. Alright, let's do it. Let's see how we go. I'll probably get knocked out this match. I would imagine, even though I am playing a weaker team, the fact that I've filled the team with such young players is not going to go well for me, but look at all these comments. Like any small team has that many fans. And we're away. 10 minutes in. So far, absolutely nothing's happened. Oh, I have had 3 shots. None of them have been on target. Maybe Brevet's the one who's had the ball. But that's a good sign if I'm the one getting all the shots on. Oh, Dutton with the ball again. He's weaving his magic. He's going to be in the senior squad in no time. Oh, nice play there. No, not such a nice play. Damn it. Damn it, Lissy Moore. I meant to pass it to our players, not the opponents. Uh-oh. Not to worry. Bajarami, my Albanian legend. He's gone and picked up the ball. Martin screaming. Oh, that's a good pass. That is a good... Oh, how did he miss that? Austin. You're very good at getting the assists, but the one time you get a kick at the ball, you go and do that to me. Austin. That might be the only highlight. The other side, Roystow hasn't even had a shot on goal yet. So I'm not too worried about how things are going. It's just I haven't been able to convert yet. Young team, a bit enthusiastic, I guess. Oh, Brevet. Way past there to Austin, but got a bit nervous with the ball. Harrington. Lucy Moore. I don't know what that kind of play was. Might need to work on my team's tactics after they've finished a bit of training on defence. They're very good at passing the ball, but not actually creating attacking opportunities. Oh, he took it himself and missed again. So we're going to go into the first half. Scoreless. I've taken 15 shots. Only 2 have been on target. And, yeah, that was not a good half in terms of actually getting stuff. Look at that. They've done nothing. And I've done everything, but I haven't managed to so much as put a goal on. Anyway, we'll continue on this line of attack. Let's see how we go. I mean, I can bring other players in if I need to. Off the bench, of course. Dutton, having another good match. Seems with the ball. Making no mistakes. That was a mistake. Well, so far they're carving up my defence in this highlight. Second goal, ooh. Managed to get it onto target too. That was not good. I'm going to get a corner out of it too. Starting to get some attacks together. Should be a bit worried about that. Come on guys, get the ball control going. This is the worst I've seen them play since I started the stream. They're just hopeless out there. See, I told you, you get all this emergent narrative happening with this game. Just care so much about what's going on the field. I am going to bring some new players in a minute. What was that? Terrible passing. Arrowsmith gets the ball. Passes it to the veteran. On to Lissimore. To Carrington, to Austin, onto the very quiet Bell. He's not had much of a match today. Oh! Oh, nearly the youngster gets his first goal. That was close. Good attempt there. Brevet. Got to bring in some new players, I guess. Let's bring Sterling James in to give Hemmings a break. Shore up that side of the defence. And just stick with that for now. And Lissimore's going to get himself a yellow card. Yeah, fine. Nice spot there. Assistant coach. Tell you what, Emery seems to be doing a good job. He's had 2 matches and he's not even looked like giving a goal away. Not bad to have as a backup goalie there. Oh, nice pass. Nice long pass there. Sterling James is straight into it. Good stuff. On to Dutton. Oh, not a bad effort. I'm going to miss having Sterling James in the squad once he gets his international matches in. He's dynamite off the bench. Oh, what was that kick for, Austin? You didn't need to throw that one in. Oh, good pass there, Rivet. Nice fast play, nice fast play. Ooh. Tell you what, there's been quite a few highlights in this little match. You get the feeling it's going to be a 1-goaler. Either way. Looking like it's going to be a goal for the opponents. Oh dear. Yada yada. Oh, yep, there we go. Let's let it in. So now I'm going to have to play aggressive. Up the pace significantly. And I'm going to need to bring in my last reserve quite soon, I think. Can't just yet. Okay. 15 minutes out, I'm going to bring in, who have I got? Fremantle. Give Bell a break, since he's tired and stuff. Not much else I can do now, just wait and hope. With 7 minutes out now to the end of the match, I'm just going all out. Throwing everything at it now. Let's see if we can pull it out. Oh no, Carrington got injured. Crap. And I don't have anybody to bring on in his place either. Used all my subs. And I hope he's not out for long. I need him in the back line. Especially with the Albanian guy out. I really need him in my back line. Oh, this game can be cruel, people. This game can be very cruel. Just when you think you're doing alright, you get decimated by injuries and all kinds of things. There's a gap there. I'm going down. What's off this one now? FA Cup is out. But that's alright, I didn't expect to go far in the FA Cup anyway, and like I said, even going into the match, I was actually happy if I get knocked out because it means I don't have to tire my players out on a less than significant competition. Would have been nice to get the pay packet from one more win, but without it, it's still not the end of the world. And like that, it is game over. Well, match lost anyway. I'm not going to get fired from my squad for losing that one. They're going to be very unhappy with me. I'll probably drop down a ranking in my players' assessment, in my job assessment, but they're not going to fire me. Royston Town caused an upset. They did indeed. Oh, we still got a little bit of cash anyway. Just for losing. How long is he out for? Oh, he's out for ages too. Oh, dear me. Experienced fullback. I needed him, so out for 5 to 6 weeks. Shoot. But again, Dutton. He gets to stay in the squad, I guess. I'm going to need him in the back line. So Alex Ironsmith wanted to be loaned out so he could get some experience. He had like one match on the field and now all of a sudden he's happy about where he's at. Okay, cool. I'm glad you're happy, pal. Yeah, C plus. I was a B minus, but as you can see, that upset, that criticism was a big deal. And there we go. So I think that's a pretty good place to stop this stream for tonight. Thank you for anybody that joined and watched however long, and thank you for watching anybody that tunes in the replay afterwards. That is Football Manager Touch. Like I said, it is a game series that I get very, very hooked into every year, and you can see why. I mean, once you get into it, the depth of it is just unparalleled. And if you're into strategy and simulation and sports games or any combination of those, then you will get a lot of play value out of these. And as you saw, it works quite nicely with the controller. I had one or two moments where the interface bugged me out, but for the most part, it plays very nicely, especially if you play it on handheld and you also have the touchscreen controls to work with as well. All right, thanks everybody for tuning in. We will be back with another stream soon enough, and otherwise, have a great rest of the week.